gotten much stronger in the center there. So hopefully that will not continue here. So you see, obviously, I mean, you can kind of see that we have a hook on the storm where we have that clear area right there that's helping our inflow, helping those winds shoot into the storm to help fuel it more, I guess, is a way to think of it. But you see all these purples indicating hail. Now we're seeing it popping up in the hook right over our area of rotation too. So not good. That's definitely indicative of a strong updraft bringing hail. When you see hail in the hook, just shows that it's a strong storm. You don't normally see that too often, at least not decent sized, at least not large enough where it really starts to show up on the radar. They just got a new tornado warning for this storm. They upgraded it for baseball sized hail now. That does include downtown Jacksboro. So if you are in Jacksboro, you want to take shelter, lowest most interior room of a sturdy structure, in a basement or storm shelter if you can do so. But that includes Jack County in Texas. So if you are out there, take shelter now. So where's Freddie? There's Freddie. Alright, yeah, they're not seeing too much out there yet. Freddie's still kind of far away from that. Let me get chat up here. What's up, Tangy? Tangy or Tangy, however I say it. I hope people are taking cover. Yeah. Yeah, Cactus, I do. No, I'm not, AJ. Do I want good analytics? Not right now, AJ. Not just like spam. I mean, feel free to like spam. Not spam exactly, but you could put like all the.
A tornado warning has been
there's a new
issued for
tornado
Jack,
warning, you can
Texas.
put those in chat, and then maybe just occasionally put in the chat like what you want to do if you're under a tornado warning or anything like that. To, I guess if you want to help with analytics, but not just like spam random crap. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? You're getting much needed rainfall in Pennsylvania. Good to hear. Alright, wow, there's a lot of people in chat. Hold on, let me scroll up. Everybody was saying 6-7. Moderate was so small earlier. It's grown, but it's still pretty small. Yeah. Is this thing big? I don't believe it's not on the ground. Doesn't seem like yet. We were getting reports of funnel clouds. Hold up, let me get it up. Okay, well actually they just updated it. Hold on. 9-minute one. Okay, they updated it now. It's just radar indicated rotation. Earlier it was storm spotters reported funnel cloud, and it had been on the ground earlier actually. Alright, new tornado warning up here near Tishomingo. Doesn't include Tishomingo. It's going to be for Johnston County in Oklahoma. Yes, Johnston, not Johnson. Johnston. Rotation out there. A bunch of chasers on that one. Yeah, sadly, Carmen was not able to chase out there today, but he said he's chasing Monday's event, by the way, too, Cruz. So yeah, I'll have a storm chaser out here Monday. That big event wouldn't be.
A tornado warning has been issued for Johnston, OK.
About an 80 to 90% chance that it does so, and maybe even like a 20% chance that we get a high risk. Yeah, you're getting much needed rainfall. Yeah, I know I already said that, but yeah, the southeast needs some much needed rainfall, and I'll show that here. All right, so far you got 0.8 inches of rain today, according to your rain gauge. Nice. Let's see your counts have mark on them. Do that, Mr. Orange. What? Thank you, AJ. All right, let's get rain next hour or two. Nice. Maybe cactus. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a twisted stream or something like that. Big time threat. It look like, yeah. It's not on the ground. Not that we know of right now. Every time rain is coming for you, it dies out, and you're in a severe drought. Yep, that's how it is for me, it seems like, too. There's a very weird cloud over your house. Looks like it's starting to rain. Is it, like, bubbly almost? Velocity is showing something so strong. Yeah. It's also kind of contaminated. It's kind of far away from radar still, so that's also kind of why. Only a small section of North Texas and southern Oklahoma somehow. Totals up to 556,000 people. Sheesh. 45% severe weather risk on Monday. You think that moderate risk is very likely? It would have been a moderate risk if the Storm Prediction Center hadn't updated yet. Max Velocity said there's a chance of high risk for Monday. Evans said that too. Yeah. New tornado warning in Oklahoma. Pennsylvania's not southeast. I was just saying. Poured down rain when you're in Concord. Moderate risk likely. Yeah, you're in a moderate drought. You're going to bed soon, going hunting tomorrow before the sun comes
A tornado
up.
warning has been issued for Carter, okay, Johnston, okay,
Yeah.
Murray, okay.
No way I'm getting asked if I want to play Roblox. Surprise loss. Just did 2 subscriptions to AJW. You later answered your drought. Must have been getting ready to do some tornado stuff. AJW up here. Going turkey hunting? Nice. Alright. But yeah, welcome everybody just now tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button, share the stream, subscribe if you have not already to help get the information out to others. Interesting little error. I don't think that is a debris signature. It is under an error rotation, but I think that error might be contaminated on that original one. Alright, yeah, we have, let's see, how many tornado warnings do we have? 6 tornado warnings, 17 severe thunderstorm warnings. We got severe warnings all the way up here as far north as southern Nebraska. Yeah, there's a special weather statement out there in Georgia. A couple of them. It's good, they need the rain. Some of the largest wildfires in the country down here in southern Georgia, and I'll pull that up here in a second. Also, I got some cool pictures of some modest clouds earlier today. Oh, I'll have to send it over so I can pop it up on stream. But yeah, real quick, let's take a look at this. So we have this one wildfire out here, the Brantley County, or Brantley Highway 82 wildfire. It's going to be out there just west of Brunswick, Georgia. That is now at least 8,000 acres, maybe even more. This hasn't been updated since last night. 10% contained, it's still 10% contained. And then another big one down here, Clinch Pineland Road fire. This also hasn't been updated since last night. I believe it's approaching 33,000 acres, maybe even more, and it's only 10% contained. And it might not even be 10% contained because I believe it's burned past, actually, where it was originally contained. So not 100% sure about that, but it might be. Then there's another one out here, Clinch Highway 94 fire. Shows only 200 acres on the Georgia side. And yeah, that is accurate. They've gotten the Georgia side under control from what I've heard, but the Florida side is still ongoing. It's like 3,000 acres, but it's mostly contained, so that's good. And it might actually be fully contained. It hasn't been updated in like 4 days. So, all right. Super rainy here. The last few days, you're getting annoyed with it. Yeah, being up before sunrise during the weekend. Looking. All right. Oh wow, there's a lot of people in chat now. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. It's in the rain your way. You need it. I think I need it more. I'm in a level 4 out of 4 drought. My state is just on fire. One of my people don't ever have a no weather radio. I don't know. Surprised to see you in the stream yesterday. Yo, what's up? What's up, Dylan? W Motley making an appearance in the stream. There's a big tour in the next few days. Gonna do radar loops. W. What's up, Pete? How's it going? What's up, Sydney? Severe in northern Texas now has a destructive tag. Alright, I'll check that out here in a second. Right now, so I can't talk, just soundcasting. She's the only one without mod. Sorry about that, Tangy. Jonathan. Jonathan doesn't have it. Steve doesn't have it. Trisha doesn't have it. Cactus doesn't have it. A lot of people don't have it. But trust me, you will. All these people in the chat right now will have mod down the road. It's just there's not enough people yet that watch the streams. We already have so many more mods than we need. But, it's okay. But yeah, don't worry. You'll get it down the road. Alright, chat, let's see if we can get 20 likes on the stream. So make sure to like the stream if you have not already. Oof, that was weird. I'm going to be completely honest. I already know Cruz does not like the stream yet. So, Cruz, come on. What are we doing, Cruz? Cruz always forgets to like the streams. If you're new here, you're probably like, why are you telling people, why are you telling specific people to like the stream? It's just, we're all kind of friends here in the weather community, so we all just kind of do it. All the regular viewers, so. New destructive severe thunderstorm warning, baseball size hails, 70 mile per hour winds out here. That also includes that tornado warning. That's going to be for Jack and Wise counties in Texas. So, baseball size
a tornado
hail,
warning has been issued for Jack, Texas.
Baseball size hail is debris, 70 mile per hour winds, weak tornado. It's going to feel like you're in a tornado. So, you might as well take shelter. But if you're not in that tornado warning, you technically don't have to, but I would very much so recommend it. But definitely at least get indoors and stay away from windows. Get into it in a more interior room because, trees, I'm sure some trees will fall. And then baseball size hail, that can punch holes through your roof. So, you just don't want to be hit by hail that big. It's kind of crazy seeing a storm that was connected last night. What do you mean? Sure, AJ. Then I hold in doing a little dance. Oh, that storm, yeah. You actually did like the stream. Crazy, Cruz. To be honest, he doesn't need anyone. Very proud of yourself today. Yeah, you should be, Cruz. What's up, Weathercraft? Yo, sometimes you feel left out. Something everyone else has. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Steel Horse? How's it going? You gotta go. See you, AJ. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. 18 likes already? Wow. Alright. Yeah, once again, if you are just now tuning in, things will continue to pick up. Not super crazy yet. But, we'll start to see more tornado warnings down the road. I mean, we have 5 tornado warnings already. We've been keeping a look on that one more because it's the strongest out of all of them. And I think we'll see a new tornado warning up here on this storm here very soon. I think it'll look like that. Might include a Toka. This storm is kind of dying out. Might be trying to recycle back here or up here. We'll see. There's a lot of chasers on that one, though. This one's got a little area of rotation. Pretty weak, pretty broad. Honestly, all of these tornado warnings up here are very weak areas of rotation and pretty broad up there in Oklahoma as well. New mesoscale discussion up there. We'll check that out here in a second. But yeah, once again, not at the main setup right now, so mic might not be as good, but Cruz said it was even better actually than normal mic, but it'll pick up background noise a little more. But the mic's not really the main thing with this. It's just I don't have the second monitor, so I can't read chat and look at other storms really that I need to be as well. I mean, obviously I can still kind of.
A tornado warning has been issued for Garvin. OK, Murray. OK.
I'm just not reading chat as much, or reading it longer, staying on it a little longer. Never get 18 likes even on your 11-hour stream. Wow. Don't worry, Cruz. You'll get there very soon. I mean, you've gotten like 350 subscribers or something like that in like 6 months. Storm cruising through the field. Surprised he didn't get 18 views. It's crazy. He got 700 views. Dang. And likes. You have to drive to Tulsa tomorrow.
A tornado warning has been issued for Johnston. OK,
Right,
Pontotoc. OK.
Shoot, let's just go weather-wise. Why not? Alright, so you said Tulsa tomorrow, day 2. Tulsa's only in the marginal risk. Now, they might get in the slight, but still only, there's not even a tornado risk for downtown Tulsa. Now, they're pretty close to the 2% significant tornado risk, but still just a 5% wind risk, 5% hail risk as of now. So nothing too crazy for Tulsa. Might pick up a severe thunderstorm warning. Could maybe have a tornado warning, even though you're not in that tornado risk technically. Very close to it. But yeah, you should be all right. You shouldn't have too much to worry about. Be glad you're not there today. That's for sure. that strong tornado risk, enhanced risk, yeah, that would not be good. You have 1.34k subs. Dang. Chat, I need some. Yeah, I'll make sure I just subscribe to you. Just help you out there. Hey, Weathercraft is live, simulcasting as well on both channels. I dropped a like on both of them. Weathercraft. I'm still gonna drive there. You'll just leave early in the AM. Thanks for checking. You're welcome. Let me know if there's anywhere else you'd like me to check. Should you buy subs? No, Cruz. You get 500 subs for only $500. That's crazy. Where is this tornado warning? Okay, so this tornado warning is in Jack County in Texas. But then we also have some other ones up in portions of Oklahoma. So, Garvin and Murray counties in Oklahoma. Johnston and Pontotoc counties in Oklahoma. And then there's 2 other tornado warnings out there for Johnston County, Oklahoma. So there's 3 tornado warnings for Johnston County in Oklahoma. So it's going to be all those. And then this one up there in Garvin and Murray. So Garvin, Murray, Pontotoc, and Johnston counties in Oklahoma are all under a tornado warning. Johnston is actually under 3 tornado warnings. So basically all of Johnston County is under a tornado warning, if not all of it. And then Jack County in Texas is under a tornado warning. This storm is going in the general direction of Fort Worth, so we got to watch that. They did issue a mesoscale discussion for this specific storm, which is not good because when they do that, they're thinking this storm is going to be pretty strong and have a potential to do some things that we don't want to see, obviously, for tornadoes or large hail or anything like that. So it's not up on the Storm Prediction Center yet, so I'll read chat real fast. Only 500? Yeah, seriously. If it is, Oklahoma needs to... What? One of your long-form videos almost has 1K views. W. Oklahoma needs a break. I'm going to go back on air in 5 minutes. 20 likes. We got 20 likes on the stream. W chat. You have all. I think my longest viewed video, my most viewed video, that's a long form video, has like 2.5k views, I think. Let me see. Popular. Yeah, 2.5k views and then 2.2k views are my most viewed long form videos. And the 2.5k views only 3 minutes long, and the 2.2k views is 55 seconds. I didn't really get many watch hours, and that was from like 2 years ago, so it doesn't even count anymore. Because watch hours only count for the past 365 days. Yo, what's up, Evan? Alright, yeah, another mesoscale discussion, another new one. So let's switch over here. Yeah, sorry, like I said, stream's not really delayed or anything. It's just, I mean, there's like a 5-second delay, I think, which is normal. But, it's just, like I've been saying, not at the setup right now, so I don't have the second monitor, so I can't just, peek over at chat whenever I want to. But yeah, this is not mesoscale discussion. Tornado threat to continue over the next couple of hours. Most probable peak intensity for hail, 4.25 inches. Tornadoes, 145 miles an hour. Damaging wind, 70 miles an hour. And we also have this new mesoscale discussion up here. The severe threat is diminishing, but some potential for redevelopment exists. Most probable peak intensity for damaging wind, 70 miles an hour. Hail, 1.75 inches. And over here, actually, they just let that one expire, so that's good. But that was for 90 mile per hour tornadoes, 70 mile per hour damaging wind, 2.5 inch hail. All right, so let's switch back over to Radar Mega. I'm gonna do something real fast. Give me like 5 seconds. I was getting my stream up on TV, so maybe I can be able to watch chat a little better. I'm surprised the storm gets big. Yeah, just got home from being over at your friend's house. Nice. I would put the in front of braking, and what do you mean? What? I'm confused, Cruz. Can you say that again? Can you like just type the words? My brain is not braining. Or DM me. The almost 1K video has 34.8 people that have seen the thumbnail. W. Unk. This dude Ryan, bro. This dude, man. Hey, we passed 20 likes on the stream. W. No way gang is watching chat on TV. I have to watch chat on TV. Storm is literally into the crosshairs of Texas. Yeah. Alright, new tornado warning. Includes Bowie, Texas. Oh, not again. Montague County in Texas is under a tornado warning now. Not Bowie, Texas. Is it Bowie? Bowie?
Tornado warning has been issued for Garvin, OK, Murray, OK, Pontotoc, OK.
Another tornado warning, yep. Circling all of our died out. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 well-organized areas of rotation up there in Oklahoma. And we've got these 2 down here in Texas. Honestly, look at how strong this air of rotation is.
A tornado warning has been issued for Montague, Texas.
We probably have a funnel cloud at least. If not a tornado on the ground. This was producing a tornado earlier. Storm is literally a new tornado. Make the thumbnail, something like this. Breaking. Violent outbreak ongoing. Live coverage with storm chasers. Is that literally not what it is? I just have the... It's just a little dot on the one side. You know what, Cruz, I'll do you one better. Oh, wait. Cruz, how about that? I put the little red dots on the front and back of it. You're back? Alright, welcome back, Evan. You got one tornado warning that has a very strong loss and it needs to be watched immediately, yeah. Okay, I appreciate it, Cruz. Wait, Cruz, should I just do it like that with the one on the front and the back? Or
A tornado warning has been issued for Garvin, OK.
Good lord. Yeah, if that was real, this would be like a 200 mile per hour pixel. Hold on, 70 meters per second to miles an hour. Yeah, 160 mile per hour pixel. Now this is all that's all contamination, but either way, it's a strong air rotation. You got your reds going like that, and then the greens, blues, and golds going like that. But this is contaminated. Normally, this would just be red, and then green, and then if it's really strong, maybe some orangish golds up here, and then some like whitish blues down there. This radiation is literally is literally taking steroids, if not asteroids. It's alright, if I were you, I'd add a dash in between the second. Okay. Trust me, Cruz, I got this. Like a space. Between the second red dot and the word. I guess like that. Is that tough? I guess like that, Cruz. I guess that's what he means. You know what I should do? I should listen to Cruz's stream. Wait, is Cruz talking? Oh, he's not. What a nerd. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? Since Cruz is using my stream right now, make sure to come watch directly from...
Alright, I'm literally here just because he is trying to get all my viewers to come over to him.
That's exactly what you mean. Good for.
Chat hanging out.
Alright, bro. Let's do Cruz, man. Ain't no way. Wait, why is my stream only able to do 720p? It can't do anything more than that. What? Wait, is that just, hold on, let me see.
A tornado warning has been issued for Johnston, OK.
Okay, I'll have to get that figured out later. I mean, I guess it really doesn't need to be like 720p, like, for this, but still. And I'll tell people watching, really? Wow. Welcome, everybody, just now tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, a major tornado outbreak is expected to unfold later today. We have 8 tornado warnings for...
Alrighty, y'all. Let's go ahead and switch this over to the man, the myth, the legend, Cruz Haynes. Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend here. The one who actually runs this channel, not the guy who y'all just heard talking for the past 30 minutes. Literally the past 32 minutes. That was not me, chat. That was Stormdash 2005 in chat. Alrighty. Storm is overdosing. For real. This storm's low-key going crazy right now. Should I add some background music? There we go. I got y'all. Johnston, Oklahoma, take shelter to that Johnston, Oklahoma there. So it's something that we are clearly watching closely. Let me take y'all back to... Honestly, it's very hard. It's taking steroids. It's crazy. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick. I personally would have put it as this one. One of these two, to be 100% honest with y'all, just because of how strong that area of rotation is. So I personally would have labeled those as the top alert. Alrighty, y'all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go down to these tornado warnings down here in Bowie, Texas, something like that. You can see that pretty strong area of rotation out there. That's going to be moving off here. Actually, it's going to be moving down south. I did not even see it been upgraded. But yeah, we do have two destructive severe thunderstorm warnings right here. This is for 2.75-inch hail. The damage threat is destructive, and winds of up to 70 miles per hour are a possibility. Are in Jack County, Texas. Or wait, sorry, that is the tornado warning there. If you are in Wise County, Jack County, or Parker County in Texas, take shelter, y'all. Y'all are in a severe thunderstorm warning. Weathercraft, I told you in Storm Chasers 5 chat. Y'all have a destructive severe thunderstorm, y'all. We're talking winds of up to 70 miles per hour, hail of up to 2.75 inches, which is baseball sized, and a destructive damage threat. This is pretty much a PDF. But you can see that area of some pretty strong rotation right there, moving down towards Wizard Wells. So if y'all are in Wizard Wells, Texas, be sure to take shelter. Now, as this is a very strong area of rotation, it does not look like it's on the ground. All this debris-looking stuff right here is just contamination. That's not actual debris. What we're looking at right now is our debris signatures. This is our correlation coefficient, which it just picks up unmeteorological items in the sky. So most of this is probably hail or it's contamination, because there's a lot of hail falling in the storm, up to baseball sized. So it's obviously a pretty big threat possible for there. Let's see here. How's the background music sounding? Hold up. I can barely hear that. That should be good enough. Let me know in chat how the background music is sounding. Overall, our strongest tornado warning, our top alert in the whole entire United States right now, is our tornado warning in Jack, Texas, y'all. Look at this hook on reflectivity here. That's winds being sucked in here through an updraft or an inflow. Take a look at our velocity. Guys, this is our wind speeds. You can see green, winds going this way, and red, winds going this way. So it's moving in opposite directions, forming rotation, which is going to obviously have the potential to drop a tornado. I wouldn't be surprised if this does manage to drop a tornado by the time it gets south of Runaway Bay, down closer to Springtown and in between Runaway Bay and Perrin in Texas. So obviously be watching that possibility for a tornado to drop there, and I would definitely be in your safe place, even if you're in the severe thunderstorm warning, as it does have a destructive damage threat on it. You can see right here, this is a destructive storm issued by the National Weather Service in Fort Worth, Texas. Now, if we head back up to this cluster of tornado warnings, where we have about This is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tornado warnings in this one storm here, I guess you could say. We'll compare all this to our HRRR model here in just a second to see how accurate our models were. Sorry, chat, I'm not looking at chat right now very much, as this is a very strong outbreak, so it won't be something that I'm looking at very often. I will be looking every now and then. This one up here, this tornado warning for Garvin, Pontotoc, or however you say that, in Murray County in Oklahoma. That one is not looking too strong on reflectivity. There's a slight broad area of rotation, meaning that it's not as strong.
Warning has been issued for Montague, Texas.
So, yeah. Alrighty. Not a very strong area of rotation, however. Head back down south and see right there. Keep in mind, this radar site is still about a pretty good bit away from the actual storm here. And to pick up rotation that strong, that's honestly something pretty crazy. So if y'all are over Fillmore, Milburn, be prepared for some strong winds. And I wouldn't be surprised if y'all are going to get constant wind shifts and the rain shifting directions a whole bunch. As this is a rotation that's going to come right over you. There's no tornado on the ground. However, the wind is going to be shifting a very good amount, just because of the rotation as it moves over Fillmore, especially Milburn, and even into Emmett. Welcome in. Let me go ahead and welcome in everybody in the chat. Welcome in Weathercraft. Welcome in Mark. Welcome in Electric. We had Sydney and John in here earlier, as well as Jared Vogel. I didn't even know Jared Vogel was in here earlier. He's a chaser of mine. We also had Miles, Kaysen, Storm 575, Nightbot. So welcome everybody into the stream here today. And those of you who may be watching but not chatting, welcome into the stream. It's not looking very strong, to be 100% honest with y'all. Let me tell y'all what counties this is. This is Central Johnston and South Central Pontotoc County. The tornado warning. This tornado warning will be allowed to expire in about 3 minutes, but there's still that threat for some strong to damaging winds and large to very large hail being a but it's warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds, has a considerable damage threat, and hail of up to golf ball-sized hail. One of these expires in 2 minutes, where it will then be replaced with this 32-minute one. If you were in a high risk, you would be scared, not gonna lie. Same. This is a pretty strong area of rotation, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it goes tornado warned soon here. Let me tell you all what counties this is in. Let's see. This is for, these are the cities: Atoka, Colgate, Wapunka, Wapanunka, Stringtown, Lehigh, Tushka, and Caney. I did cover a tornado warning in Central Johnston County, southern Cole County, and southwestern Atoka County in southeastern Oklahoma. So be aware of that threat. We're going to get into Cannon Colton. We do have Cannon Colton out on this severe thunderstorm warning out here. Let me see. Accidentally refreshed. We do have Storm Chaser Cannon Colton out here. Well, can it switch to reflectivity? Be a slight flooding risk, and Cannon has some very strong confidence on this storm here, as he's been on this storm here for a while now. We'll go ahead and tune into. It's very hard to see as it is dark outside, but you can see there is Storm Chaser Cannon Colton out there in the field working with us in general. And yeah, being out in the field, risking his life for us to get some good content and to get an eye on the storm here. So huge shout out to him. Y'all make sure to go subscribe to him on YouTube, as he is also streaming live on YouTube. We do also have storm chaser Nolan Walker out there in Chickasaw, Oklahoma. We'll pull his feed up here real fast for y'all. He is live on YouTube, so y'all can make sure to go today. He is currently, like I said, in Chickasaw, Oklahoma. And make sure to subscribe to his channel. And huge thanks to him for working with us and risking his life to be out here chasing these storms, while we are just sitting. Y'all are probably most likely sitting in your room, or y'all are in a safe place. And I got there, it's very hard to see stuff. We'll look for a decent lightning strike here real quick before we head back to our radar.
Okay, Johnston, okay.
That tornado warning for Atoka, Bryan, and Johnston, Oklahoma has been updated. I believe that is this one right here. No, that's not it. It's probably one of these three. Is this it? Yeah. This one down here has been upgraded. Not upgraded, but updated. It does. So if y'all are north of Milburn, be sure that you're in your safe place. We couldn't even rule out the possibility for a tornado to be dropping to the ground as we speak. We're not looking at anything crazy on our debris signal. You can see this cluster of storm chasers, but there is a lot of storm chasers there. There is, like I said, these 3 tornado warnings just piled on top of each other here in portions of southeastern Oklahoma, so make sure y'all are in your safe place. Currently, our top tornado warning is this one right in this Bryan. Hail of up to potentially $half sized. This is just radar indicated, meaning that no tornado warning is, or no tornado is on the ground. This does include cities like Tishomingo, Tishomingo, Ravia, included in this tornado warning, which is currently our top alert out of all the alerts in the United States right now. If you look up there at the top left of your screen, you will be able to see that on that red bar there, or whatever color it is, whenever you see that up there in the top left. Let's go ahead and switch to our MRMS radar real quick. And we'll do a quick little breakdown on the way things are looking right about now, compared to what they're going to be looking like as we go into the night here. These storms are obviously in their prime environment. They're in that moderate risk. That's where our cluster of tornadoes are, and that's where our highest tornado risk for tonight is. These ones down here are not prime environment. They are in portions of it enhanced and slight risk. So that's something that we need to be keeping an eye on closely, as they do have the possibility to become pretty strong. These ones down here, or just off towards the east of these, are not going to be as strong as the others. These are sort of exiting their prime environment, meaning that they will not be as strong anymore. However, these ones in this red highlighted area are just now getting into their very, very primed environment here, as they are in the central area of that moderate risk, which is just a level 4 out of 5. If we switch to our tornado outlook there, you can see that it's also in a level 3 out of 5. Tornado risk marked with intensity group level 2, indicating the possibility for some very strong tornadoes, potentially being EF3 or stronger. Alrighty, welcome to listening to the stream, I guess. Storm 5575. Here, I'll just have to text you because I don't want to disclose details over the stream. I'll text you what it was. But down here, it's very hard to see those tornado warnings there, but these are in their primed environment for wind. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all our hail outlook, as this is something that is honestly pretty shocking. We're watching the possibility for up to DVD-sized hail being a possibility in any of the pink highlighted area there. This is also marked with intensity group level 2 out of 3. This is a level 4 out of 5. Plain risk marked with intensity group level 2 out of 3. So there's a very, very strong threat of hail to be a possibility tonight in this concern, or in those areas there. Their prime environment, but these are heading southeast, and whenever you get storms heading southeast, that's honestly not anything too crazy, as they're going to enter the year. I do apologize about the lag, y'all. I cannot do anything to fix that. But yeah. Alrighty, y'all. We've been live here for just over 50 minutes. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you have not already. We're going to try to get to 10 likes here. We're at 7 right now. So try to get us to 10 likes before the hour mark. So we've got 8 minutes to get 3 likes. Make sure to share this stream as well with friends and family who may be in this severe weather threat. Here's what I always like to say. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure to share this stream with friends and family to help spread weather awareness and get the word out to others. Also, if you know anybody in this severe weather threat for the day, for today, make sure to share this with them and help them be weather aware. And I can sort of try my hardest to help break down the severe weather threat for them. And just, just help them be weather aware for this threat. So here's a quick little U.S.-wide breakdown. Anywhere in these areas here are not having the strongest severe weather threat. However, they do have a possibility to produce some flooding threats and maybe even a few severe, very, very primed environment, y'all. We're talking a level 4 out of 5 severe weather.
A tornado
threat
warning
for
has
the
been
day.
issued for Wise, Texas.
Our new strongest tornado warning is for Wise, Texas. It's our new top alert in the whole entire United States down there in the southeast. Mike is loud today. I know I'm talking very loud today. It's overall just my fault. I feel like I'm like screaming right now. I'm not gonna have a voice by the time we get into Monday, maybe even a Tuesday, because I'm gonna be live tomorrow as well. Down here in portions of the western sides of the United States there, we're watching the possibility for a few scattered rain showers. And down here in portions of California, I wouldn't rule out the possibility for some flooding, as there has been rain piling upon rain and rain and rain and rain. But these ones down here in the southeast are here overall just like providing much needed rainfall for the drought conditions down there. We have level 4 to 5 drought conditions in some areas. Especially down there in portions of Georgia where we're having a lot of fires, as well as up there in portions of the Florida Panhandle, and down there around Dothan, Alabama. So there is the possibility for very strong fires to occur potentially there. And obviously, a lot will occur. Here, I will be right back, y'all. Alrighty, we're back, y'all. Let's see here. That's good. You got your black AirPod in. W black AirPod, bro. W Nightbot. But it's good. I normally feel deaf. You normally feel deaf. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright, Weathercraft. Is that music sounding good for y'all? Or do I need to like turn it up or down? Or what is going on with the music situation today? No Way Gang is spamming 6-7 in my chat. Chat is brain rotted. Can't say I'm any less brain rotted, but chat is brain rotted. Wise County in Runaway Bay right there. We're talking wind stuff, potentially 74 plus mile per hour winds, which is stronger than hurricane force, y'all. Green is the winds moving in one direction. Hold on, let me redraw that arrow. Winds. Green is the winds moving in one direction, and red is the winds moving in the other direction. moving in the other direction, meaning that these winds are moving in opposite directions. L stream buffer. Dude, I can't help it. Literally can't even help it, dude. I can literally hear you spamming on your live stream, bro. I didn't say they were stronger than hurricane winds. 74 miles per hour plus is hurricane force winds. Look it up. I promise. I'm the one who knows more about weather than you do, Stormfish. But yeah, like I said, green is the winds moving in one direction, red is the winds moving in the other direction. So we're seeing that very strong area of rotation there, and where that green gets closer to the red, that's where you can obviously see it. And the lighter the colors get normally indicates some very strong rotation. Back up here to this cluster, we do have a radar indicator tornado warning that could. It's not capped, dude. In areas like that, it could potentially drop a tornado with how strong these velocity scans are. You can see how strong that rotation is with our greens moving in one direction and our reds moving in the other. They're indicating that possibility for some very strong rotation. If we take a look at our reflectivity, you can see that hook there trying to develop. We'll even go in 3D mode just to show y'all in a better perspective, just to show y'all how things are playing out here. Let's take a look at our velocity. Oh man, I can't go 3D in velocity. That sucks. Well, where is it? You can sort of see our hook there, trying to form right about there where we can sort of go into, and you can see that area of rotation. I know you are trolling. You say stuff is rotation when it's contamination sometimes. And no, we do not know the same game. I'm just kidding. I do know more though, because I'm trained. Anywho, we've been live here for just over an hour, so if y'all have not already, be sure to leave a like down below on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Once again, if you have not already, be sure to share the stream with friends and family to help spread weather awareness and get the word out to others who may be included in this severe weather threat. Especially if you know somebody in this severe weather threat, be sure to get this word out to them to help them know about this severe weather and help me keep them warned. I say stuff is rotation when it's contamination sometimes. That's not contamination, because I guarantee you there's not contamination, somewhat contamination with the black area there. But, like, that's not contamination. This has been showing up on radar. What the freak? You've done multiple classes by Navy meteorologist? What the freak, bro? If gang is getting trained by Navy meteorologist, that's bad. The air quality is, like, literally 492. What? 492 is crazy. But what do you mean by Navy meteorologist? You're spotter certified? Yeah, spotter network. Guarantee you, spotter. Right there, decently strong area of rotation. Moving off here. Obviously, our strongest tornado warning is this one right here in Wise County, Texas. Anywhere from Johnston to Bryan to Atoka counties in Texas, be in your safe place. Y'all have one of the strongest alerts right now. However, that Wise County in Texas is one of our strongest areas of rotation, and that is this one right here. It says Central Johnston County, but it's Wise County. I believe so, unless I'm pointing at the wrong one. Oh, no, it's this one down here. I was in Oklahoma. Sorry about that, chat. Holy crap, is this Wise County? 100% this is. It's got to be. Yeah, Wise County. That's multiple Wise County. This one is just Wise County. Yeah, just Wise County. This is our strongest tornado threat so far. This is our top alert in the United States right now. So any severe weather alert in the United States right now, this is the strongest one out of any alert in the United States. You can see that in the top left of your screen there. It's currently on the red bar there. that you can see that. But if we take a close look here, just over Park Springs, that rotation has passed by. This is moving towards Alvord. So if you were in Alvord, be sure
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Wise, Texas.
It has been extended to include Parker and Wise County in Texas, unless that is this one here. Yeah. This one down here has just been shrunk to Parker and Wise County, Texas. This one will probably, this one is now our top alert here. You can see that most likely contamination, but that is pretty, if that's not contamination, that's a pretty strong area of rotation, y'all. So if you are in Parker or Wise County, Texas, take shelter as soon as you possibly can, y'all. This is one of the strongest, this is the strongest alert out of every single alert in the whole entire state, or in the whole entire country of the United States. So be sure you are in shelter right now in Cottondale and maybe even that Lucky Ridge area there. And if we take a look at a reflectivity, you can see somewhat of a hook, I guess you could say. That right there. If this portion right here drop a tornado soon, once again, this is most likely contamination. However, it does have that possibility to be true. Most of this is most likely contamination, but I do believe that this is a very strong area of rotation, no matter what, as it has been issued by the National Weather Service as the top alert right now. What the freak is going on with AQ, air quality index in South and West Charlotte? I don't know, dude. So yeah, I do believe that air rotation. I fully do not believe that this is contamination. However, it's most likely some portion of contamination. However, it is. Bray's getting busted in chat right now. However, guys, I apologize about the lag. I cannot control it. Apple Weather is tripping or something. Apple Weather. Do not use Apple Weather, bro. Exactly. Alright. Back to this tornado warning here in Parker, and here, I will be right back, y'all. Alright, chat, we're back. I only used it to check feel like temps. Just saw that and I was confused at. This could be trying to wrap around even stronger here. I do believe it has that possibility to get very, very strong. That's a pretty strengthening area of rotation there that we are watching very, very close. Guys, I cannot control the lag on the stream. I'm so sorry about that. Should be good for right now, at least, though. can see this area of rotation. It's a pretty strong area of rotation. It's not as strong as it was. Of southeastern Oklahoma, there is still this pretty strong area of rotation there, and not as strong anymore. This area in county. However, this one down here in Johnston, Bryan, and Atoka County, in counties in Oklahoma, is honestly pretty concerning to me. This radar is very far away, and to see an area of rotation looking like that, most likely contamination in it. However, just for it to be spotted on a radar tornado to potentially drop down by the time it reaches Caney and all right, y'all, we're going to try out a new platform for just a second here. Let's see here. I want to get off of the models. Y'all. Let's see here. Let's go. How do I do this, bro? Try my hardest, y'all. Dude, I cannot control the buffer. I'm sorry. I just can't control it. Dude. Chill out. Chat. We're gonna DoorDash a Culver's milkshake. Hang in there, chat. We're getting. Yeah, you can spam to get me analytics. I don't really care, but I'm just saying.
A tornado warning has been issued for Johnston, OK.
Johnston, Oklahoma. It probably has just been upgraded or completely deleted. No tornado warnings for y'all anymore. So, yeah. Dude, you did not spell Culver's correctly. Storm just fell so bad. Alright, we're not trying this new app. All it's doing is making my stream lag even more than it already was. Okay, we're back to excellent on our stream bitrate. Make sure to like the stream, chat, if you haven't already. Back down here, we only have one tornado warning in the whole U.S. right now, and this is in Texas. Don't pay attention to the... dude. Close, I guess. Not even fully sure how it's spelled. It might be with an E, to be 100% honest with y'all. Rather than coal. Dude, chill out. You clearly don't know how to spell it, so just like chill. Alright, back down here. This one, ooh, it's doing what I said it was doing. Just a few scans ago, which I will go back to show y'all. We'll go back to 7 frames. And I'll show y'all here, just a few scans ago. Well. Bro, what is going on? Right about here, just a few scans ago. It was like this, and I said, if it's like this, I said, if this can manage to wrap around, it could be very intense, guys. Look at our most current scan here. Look, it's doing that exact thing that I said that it needed to do to produce a very large tornado. And if we take a look at our velocity scans, it's not as strong as it was at one point. However, there's still a pretty decently strong area of rotation. This one up here near Runaway Bay is most likely just contamination, but this one right here is a very strong area of rotation, especially right about here, where if it does manage to strengthen, it's definitely going to drop a tornado very soon here. So, I'm not tripping, bro. Holy crap, what is up, Vincent? Welcome into the stream. What is up, man? Are you live?
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Wise,
This tornado
Texas.
warning has just Balsora and Agnes, Texas. There, the counties included are Wise and Parker County. This is our top alert right now. If you look up in the top left of your screen, but I don't care. I've got 8 likes. Vincent, do not go to his stream. But yeah, this is our strongest alert right now. A tornado is on the ground, y'all. Tornado on the ground here. About to go into Runaway Bay. So if y'all are in Runaway Bay, especially close to the Runaway Bay golf course, if y'all are on U.S. Highway 380, Half Moon Way, Port Oak Cal Drive, homes are currently getting destroyed right now. Maybe not like completely leveled or flattened. However, there is homes completely probably getting torn up right now over just north of Runaway Bay here. Along Lakeview Drive, Port Oak Hall Drive, Runaway Bay Drive, especially Lakeshore Drive is where we have our strongest area of some debris, and there's multiple houses right there, and there's a tornado dropping right now, y'all. Let me turn on our storm chasers. We might have Ken and Colton on this storm. That is not a storm chaser. We don't have any storm chasers on the storm here, except for Freddie McKinney and Storm Runner. Our most recent scan here. That could be a little bit of debris fallout right there, right there, right there. That's mainly just debris. Fast touchdown, like spin up tornado that touched down and lifted up very quickly here. So it's not going to receive that observe tag. Most to survey that sometime either tonight or tomorrow. But there is still a very strong area of rotation there. Just north of Runaway Bay, so it's something that we're going to be watching, as it now has a history of producing a tornado, so there's still that possibility in areas like that. Even Runaway Bay still has the possibility for a tornado to drop down very soon there. We'll take a quick look at our reflectivity, where you can see a sort of a notch/hook there. Take a look at our velocity scan. You can see very strong area of rotation, and there's some debris, something like that. Yeah, Runaway Bay Drive. This right here is not debris. This is just contamination. But take a look at our velocity scans again. It's only intensifying by the scan, y'all. So this is pretty crazy. Powers are holy crap, y'all. Freddy has power flashes right now. This area of rotation to try to get an intercept if it manages to drop a tornado. By the time it gets in between Runaway Bay and Balsora, I would probably say anywhere in these areas, it has that possibility to drop a tornado very soon here. So if y'all are in a tornado warning in the United States right now, as this is the only one in the whole U.S. right now, be sure that you are taking. But there is that possibility for this to drop a tornado very soon. So if y'all are in Parker or Wise counties in Texas, including these cities like Bridgeport, Poolville, Lake Bridgeport, Runaway Bay, Balsora, and Agnes, be prepared for that possibility right now. Take a look at our reflectivity. You can see that little bit of a hook there. We do have reports from Freddie McKinney saying that there is still a tornado on the ground. It is not strong enough, however, to cause any debris signatures on our radar here. However, Freddie McKinney, a trained storm chaser who has been storm chasing for about 5 or 6 years now, I believe, is saying right now that there's a tornado on the ground. I'm listening to him in the background, that's concerning. Powers going out. Look at that area of rotation, y'all. Areas of power flashes, strong area rotation, and everything like that. For those who don't know, power flashes is just like it looks like lightning. However, it's not lightning. If y'all are in Runaway Bay, Texas, guys, get in your storm shelter now. Storm Intermediate, I'm going to show y'all stream real quick, if y'all don't mind. See if we can see a power flash there. Just to have... Alright, Freddie McKinney, I'm going to flash your screen here. I'm going to flash your chase real quick here, just to potentially see a power flash. Okay, Freddie said that he's seeing a tornado. Big tornado on the left. He's pulling off the road right quick here. He's pulling into this farmer's yard. He's pointing right at the tornado right now. We are working on getting Freddie as a part of our, or to work with us right now, to potentially have us as a, or to potentially be using him as a chaser full time. However, this is just a one-time thing. Real quick. Whoa. You can see that lightning there. That's not a power flash, but look up there, and you'll be able to see some lightning going on up there. He's zooming in. We're going to try to get an eye on this tornado here once we get a big enough lightning flash. Holy crap. I don't know if y'all just saw that. I saw a tornado. I just saw a tornado right now. On his feed. There is a tornado going on right now, right here. There's clearly a tornado on the ground right now. They're calling the National Weather Service as we speak to report this and maybe get an observed tornado warning tag on it, as it's still radar indicated. Look at the area of velocity right there, y'all. Look at the area of rotation. Holy crap, we're seeing... Look at that debris signature right there, y'all. Look, it's lining up with that very strong velocity scan. You can see that hook right there, y'all. Camera real quick. Can't see very much. This is Runaway Bay. If y'all are not in your safe place already, get in your safe place now, especially if y'all are in Basura. We have a tornado on the ground as we speak. We can see right about here that very strong area of rotation. If we take a look at our correlation coefficient, you can see that debris signature. Dude, why aren't they issuing an observed tornado warning? There's a tornado on the ground right now. Freddie McKinney is currently driving away from this tornado. I don't know why. This is barely going to miss Runaway Bay. But I mean, it's 100% a tornado on the ground right now, y'all. You can see that very strong area of rotation, as well as a debris signature and a hook on reflectivity. So everything is just aligning in that one area, meaning that we have a tornado on the ground as we speak. We also had eyes on it.
A tornado warning has been issued for Jack, Texas, Parker, Texas, Wise, Texas.
Once again, Runaway Bay, if y'all are not in y'all's safe place already, take shelter now, y'all. We'll take a quick little circle there. Take a look at our velocity. You can see the area of rotation, which luckily is starting to die down. It could be mainly contamination, however. We'll take a look at our correlation coefficient, which is starting to fall out there. However, there is still some debris fallout. It is still radar indicated now. They have allowed that other one to expire. But overall Jack, Parker, and Wise counties in Texas, y'all are still in a tornado warning. Is Freddie going for this? I believe Freddie McKinney's going for this storm right here. The Runaway Bay storm is starting to fall apart now. However, there's still a tornado on the ground right now, moving close to Runaway Bay, or it could have just lifted, but there was a big tornado on the ground not too long ago. And this is pretty crazy to me, honestly. Let me go ahead and go back about 7 frames. Look at just north of Runaway Bay. We did have the area of rotation starting to fire up. As we get out a little bit further, look at that very, very strong area of rotation right there. Strong, strong, strong. Boom, absolutely nothing after just a very strong area of rotation to absolutely nothing. That is just something that we don't see very often. And it's honestly just crazy with our... there's a tornado currently lifting right now over Runaway Bay. Most likely still a funnel. Or a scud cloud out there. However, there is no tornado on the ground right now. It's starting to lift, or it is lifting, and it's not causing as much damage up there around Runaway Bay. This is our debris signatures here. That's all mainly contamination. Take a look at our velocity scan. You can see that velocity just falling apart there. Reflectivity, you can still see a decent hook on it, but that hook is starting to close in. Now down here, our biggest concern as of now is just north of Balsora, where there's an area right there. Take a look at our reflectivity. You can see somewhat of a hook there. This is a few storms that have merged together. About 3 storms that have merged together, which is pretty crazy there. No signs of debris, meaning that no tornadoes on the ground. However, there's a pretty strong area of rotation. Then take a look at our reflectivity here. You can see how clustered it is and why there's not a very good looking hook, because there's about 3 or 4 storms that have just combined into one. No tornado on the ground out of this threat once again here. However, there's a decent area of rotation right now headed towards Draco and Cottondale here within the next 20 minutes. We've been live here for just over an hour and a half, y'all. So if y'all haven't already, be sure to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Once again, if you haven't already. This tornado warning is bringing with it 2.5-inch hail, 80 miles per hour. Being a possibility. For this severe thunderstorm warning, 2.5-inch tennis ball sized hail is a possibility. Winds of up to 70 miles per hour, and the damage threat is considerable. I will be back here in just a second, y'all. I've got to go do something real quick. I will be back in just a second. Alrighty, chat. I'm back. We got that Culver's. You already know, chat. Let's see. Here. First time trying this flavor, so we'll see how it goes. This stream is insanely laggy. Alrighty. Once again, we do have Storm Chaser Cannon Calton up here in the top left of your screen there. So, yeah. Let's see here. See here, can I switch to single site? There we go. We're going to single site radar. I'm going to put this up in the top right. 2005. Back here near Runaway Bay, that area of rotation is falling apart. Our strongest area of rotation is now down Balsora. Culver's got there. Yeah. There's a pretty strong area of rotation right here. That's probably just contamination. But if that is actually rotation, we could low-key, it could drop a tornado pretty soon here. We got some very strong winds. Red is the winds moving in this direction. Green is the winds moving in this direction. So they're moving in complete opposite directions, causing that possibility for a tornado to form as it is rotating. And it's in a primed environment, y'all. This is one of the supercells on the HRRR model that is highlighting an area of potentially a strong supercell to form. Alright, Electric. Have a good night's rest. Let's see. I don't know what I just did. Let's go back up here. We'll check in on Storm Chaser Cannon Calton up here in Purcell, Oklahoma.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Wise, Texas.
He is not in anything, to be honest. He's in Purcell, Oklahoma. Literally nothing's going on up there. We'll check out Storm Chaser Nolan Walker here in just a second. Once again, for you guys who are just now tuning in here, we've been live for over an hour and 45 minutes. We're planning on being live here for however long this severe weather event is going to last. We'll take a look down here in McIntosh, Oklahoma, where we do have a storm chaser. Storm chaser name is Nolan Walker. McIntosh. We'll see what he's on. McIntosh, Oklahoma. Oh, got somebody's address leaked. McIntosh, man. We're going to go to McIntosh Drive. It's close enough. I don't know. This is where Storm Chaser Nolan Walker is in McIntosh, Oklahoma. So be sure to go check out his stream and subscribe to his channel. He is live on YouTube right now. Once again, from McIntosh, Oklahoma. You can see where he is right here on this dot on the map in the bottom right of his screen there. So that is where he is. Not very many storms up there. However, up there, just to the north, towards the northeast there. There's some storms around his area. This is our only tornado warning in the whole entire United States right now. Right about there's our area of rotation. There's multiple areas of rotation on this storm here. So it's hard to really nail down one exact area of rotation. However, there's pretty strong areas of rotation, no matter what, which does have the possibility to drop a tornado. And if this is not contamination right here, that could be dropping a tornado very soon here as it moves down towards the southeast. Now, back into our threat of severe weather, of what things are looking like on the SPC outlook and our severe weather threat for today. These up here in the moderate risk are sort of starting to fall apart, to be 100% honest with y'all. They have not had a tornado on them in a pretty good bit. And by the time these move into the enhanced risk, it's not going to be as strong as they could have been. These down here are slowly moving down towards the southeast, where they're going to exit their primed environment for tornadoes. So any of these down in these areas here are going to be slowly moving out of their possibility for strong storms to be occurring. These ones up here are in their prime environment right now. However, I don't think these storms are going to do anything too crazy. These have not had a history of producing tornadoes in over a few hours, or not over a few hours, in over like an hour here. We have not had a tornado warning up here in portions of southeastern Oklahoma. And I'm going to say probably about 30 minutes, to be 100% honest with y'all. And when we did that, I was just down here are not in their prime environment for tornadoes. Now, these ones in here on the left side of this line are somewhat in that area. However, whenever they move out of this highlighted area here, is when they're going to lose their strength to be strong storms. I will probably end and off stream here once these end up moving off this area here. So, yeah, we've been live here for just over an hour and 45 minutes, y'all. So if y'all haven't already, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are 1 like away from 10 likes, so try to get us to 10 likes, y'all. We're just 1 like away. Just try to get us there. I don't know why I'm fixing to drink that. Alrighty. This is honestly, the threat today is really surprising me with how it is underplaying, to be 100% honest with y'all. These ones down here are in the less primed environment, and they're producing the most tornadoes out of all of these threats today. These ones up here in their super, super primed environment is not doing what they were forecasted to do. Now saying that they're not going to do that is a little bit of a stretch there. However, there's that possibility for them to do that as well as they move into that enhanced risk. And if nothing else occurs, then we won't be going live again tonight. However, if something does occur, then we will stay back on. But yeah. Huge shout out to Culver's. This is an awesome milkshake. I would not be surprised if this tornado warning down here gets canceled, like completely canceled. To be 100% honest with y'all. Don't end yet. Look at rotation. It's getting worse. No way. It's not getting that much worse. I mean, I'm not ending stream right now, but Storm Chase 5005 is crashing out, dude. He's tweaking. Fully don't think that that's a hook, to be honest with you. Could be. Dude,
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Wise, Texas.
Parker and Wise, Texas now have that tornado warning that has just been updated. It's still radar indicated. Nothing crazy. Hey, I'm listening to your stream. I've got your stream pulled up right here. I'm listening to your stream on the blue AirPod. I don't fully think this is going to drop a tornado. However, I fully don't think that it's going to drop a tornado soon. Now, don't take my word for that as a life or death situation, but for real, the AirPod, blue AirPod, is good. It has been in every single stream so far. This could be an area of rotation. Is that torn around? Probably just contamination. Could be. But if it is, it's just a quick little spin up. Overall, nothing too crazy is happening. A few scattered areas of rotation. However, it's nothing too crazy, at least to me. I personally don't think it's going to drop a tornado. Like a big tornado, it's not going to drop any big tornado. It might do a quick little spin-up tornado. What milkshake is this? I don't know. It's like peanut butter or something. You should go get some Culver's. Culver's. We're going to be live here for a few more minutes. I'll give it about 5 minutes. If it can't uptrend from there, we're going to be in enough stream. Hopefully it does not uptrend, because if it does, then it does have the possibility to drop a tornado. Come on, Mark. What are we doing? Just kidding. You're back. Had to deal with your dog. Is your dog alright? Your dog was trying to bite your feet is crazy. Dude, Stormtrooper 2005, you need to chill out. I can hear you spamming on your stream. Possibly is crazy. If y'all are in this tornado warning for Parker and Wise counties in Wisconsin, be in your safe place, y'all. You can see this is most likely mainly contamination. However, there's some very strong winds no matter what. And this is bringing with it some large hail. It's got a pretty concerning hook type formation. Not too fully sure, but your voice is sore? Why? Stormtrooper 2005 just said, textbook supercell. Somebody put this in a book. It's crazy. I'm watching this area of rotation. Whoa there. What's going on here? Is it a ground vortex? There might be some circulation on the ground there. It lofted something into the air, definitely.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas.
Let's see this real quick. Let's line it up with the side area rotation. Even if there's no tornado warning, there's no tornado on the ground, there's still winds. This is probably upwards of 110 miles per hour, to be honest with y'all. So no matter what, if you were in Goshen, Springtown, even Carter, Highland Edition, Sabbathany, miles per hour, as well as and hold up. Let me check. Might be a tornado on the ground right here. To be honest with y'all. Circle this area. Yeah, there's a tornado on the ground, y'all. There is a tornado on the ground right now. If y'all are in Springtown, be sure y'all are in your safe place. If you're in Parker County in Texas, get in your safe place now. This is a textbook style supercell with that big hook there. It's got a pretty big hail core. And I want you to look at this area. You can see where the green and the red sort of meets each other. It's blue and red now because the winds are intensifying. Take a look at our correlation coefficient there. It has dissipated with our most recent scan. But there is still a somewhat of a debris signature right there. We're waiting on our newest. Yeah, there's our newest velocity scan. You can see that right there. No doubt about it. There is a tornado on the ground right now headed straight towards the town of Springtown. If y'all are in Springtown, Texas, get in your safe place now as you possibly can. If you're in Springtown, I'll read off some city names here: Hot Brook Road, Green Meadows Lane, Winkler Way. If you're around the Heritage Museum or the Porcupine Stadium, take shelter now, y'all. There's a tornado on the ground. Even if y'all are up here towards the Flying E Ranch Airport, y'all are not in a tornado warning. Actually, y'all are. Never mind. Take shelter. Take shelter now if y'all are in Parker County, Texas. Look, y'all can see this area of hook here. And then that might even be a different hook right there. Yeah, this could be a hook right there, and this could be also a hook right here. These tornadoes could merge. I do not copy what you say sometimes, dude. You got power flashes, probably. There's a tornado on the ground right now headed towards the town of Springtown. I cannot stress it enough. If you are in Springtown, Texas, or in Parker County, Texas, take shelter as fast as you possibly can, y'all. There's a tornado on the ground, y'all. Tornado on the ground. We can see on a velocity scan. Look at how tight that area of rotation is. Take a look at our reflectivity. That's a very big hook. Take a look at our correlation coefficient. Mainly contamination. However, there's a possibility for a debris signature in there. And there's still some fallout debris. So, yeah. Storm Chaser Freddie McKinney said there's a large tornado getting on the ground, or like literally dropping to the ground as we speak, y'all. Large tornado headed straight towards the town of Springtown. If y'all are in Springtown, Texas, take shelter now. There is a possibility of 2 tornadoes right about here, one about here and one about here. And there's a possibility for these to merge and potentially like dance around each other. It may sound stupid and weird, but there's a possibility for these tornadoes to dance around each other. We're going to take a quick peek at Freddie McKinney's stream. Alright. Of course, as soon as I go to show his feet, he cuts it back to his car cam, bro. Like, nobody wants to see the car cam. Yeah, these are merging right now. We had a hook right here and a hook right here. Literally, hook right here, hook right here. They are literally merging right here. And there's going to be 2 tornadoes potentially on the ground dancing around each other. I cannot stress it enough if you're in the town of Springtown, or even if you're just in Parker County, Texas in general. There's a tornado on the ground, y'all. Take shelter now. Take shelter as fast as y'all can if y'all are in Springtown. And these 2 tornadoes are merging. No matter what, even if you don't get hit by the actual tornado, there's upwards of 115 mile per hour winds in this storm here. On the area right here. They're literally merging as we speak, y'all. So please, 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 listening. Sanctuary, La Junta, Reno, Center Point. Y'all may not all of y'all are in a tornado warning. However, we cannot stress this enough. Get in your safe place now. There's 2 tornadoes merging together in this big circle right about here, where it could be 2 smaller tornadoes merging into one to create a bigger tornado. So, like I said, if you are in the town of Springtown, y'all could have the possibility for your house to get hit by a tornado. So if y'all are in Springtown, Texas, get in your safe place now. We're talking winds upwards of 130 miles per hour. Storm Tracer Freddie McKinney has a view on this tornado on the ground here in Springtown, Texas. If you are in downtown Springtown, Texas, there is a very large tornado. It's 2 smaller tornadoes merging together into one large tornado. And what the heck is going on here? Something just caught on fire. Something just caught on fire right here. And that might be the tornado. The town is about to get destroyed. If y'all are in Springtown, Texas, there is a massive fire right now going on somehow. Right here, y'all. Look at that. There's a fire, and you can see the tornado behind that. Like, look way up there. You can see that. That's the edge of the tornado. This is a massive tornado going on right now currently. Look at that area. There's also a fire. Something caught on fire. I believe it was probably right into the town of Springtown, Texas. If y'all are in Parker County, Texas, get in your safe place now. Yes, I see that red. That's why I'm pointing at it. That's the fire that I'm talking about. Freddie McKinney is trying to reposition here. He's trying to get away from it so he does not get slammed by it. However, I am going to show y'all holy crap. Look at this area of rotation, y'all. We're talking winds upwards of 150 miles per hour right now. Even if y'all don't get impacted by this tornado, we're talking... There's 140 to 150 mile per hour winds going on right now in this storm right now. Y'all can literally see that right there on the radar. And look at that area of rotation. There was 2 tornadoes that just merged together, y'all, and it's now one large tornado. I cannot stress it enough. If y'all are in Springtown, Texas, y'all are about to get very impacted by this tornado here, especially downtown Springtown. Poor damage. Just based off of the wind, not even the tornado right there. So please, guys, please be in your safe place now. I cannot stress it enough. If y'all are in Springtown or even Parker, Texas in general, we have a massive tornado on the ground as we speak. Take a quick look back here at Storm Chaser Freddie McKinney's view here where he is repositioning to look at that. We do have a fire on the storm as well here. It's a potential power flash. It's potential power flash that might have caught the power lines on fire, and maybe it is even spreading into a brush fire right now. Look up here, and y'all see that tint of red. There's a power flash, tint of red, power flashes. That color right there, that is not lightning, y'all. Cannot stress it enough. That is not lightning. I'll head even back here just to show y'all. Back up here, y'all can see a tint of red. It's harder to see now, but that is an area of a fire. And there's a very strong tornado on the ground right now, headed straight towards downtown Springtown. I'm going to have to put Freddie McKinney's view up here in the top right. Make sure to go subscribe to him on YouTube. Holy crap, we're getting black on our velocity scans, y'all. We're literally getting a black on our velocity scans. That is not something that we ever see. Ever. Holy crap, y'all. There's literally a fire right now undergoing, caused by this tornado. And this is something, it's probably something had to do with the power line. It's spreading into a bushfire. This could be one of our worst tornadoes by far of 2026. This is crazy, y'all. There's still that fire up here somewhere. And this has probably been caused by the tornado hitting a power line and the power line catching on fire and falling onto a tree, which then caught the tree on fire. And this is going to be spreading into a brush fire, maybe even a wildfire, pretty soon here. I wouldn't say worst in history, but it's going to make the top ratings. I cannot stress it enough. If y'all are in downtown Springtown, your home's fixing to get flattened. 100 in Springtown, Goshen, Agnes, Carter, Highland Addition. This is concerning, y'all. A very, very strong area of rotation right now. I know I can't control the lag, John. Sorry. It's something with my streaming PC. Alrighty. Very, very large tornado on the ground right now, y'all. If y'all are in downtown Springtown, I cannot stress this enough. A very violent and large tornado is on the ground right now. And for some reason, this is not even an observed/confirmed tornado warning from the National Weather Service yet. This is just a radar indicated tornado warning. And we literally saw the tornado, which literally caused power flashes, knocked power lines over, caught a power line on fire, which caught a tree on fire, which is spreading into a brush fire, which might spread into a wildfire. As we speak. Very large and violent tornado. Here's Stormfish Freddie McKinney out there again. Y'all just saw that lightning strike. This camera's being pointed directly at the tornado. Freddie McKinney is crashing out right now. He's telling his chat to stop telling him how to drive. Why is this not an emergency tornado warning? Because, I don't know. It should be, honestly. I don't even know why it's not observed. They need to make it observed at least, bro. I wouldn't say PDS. It just needs to be observed. It's still radar indicated. Storm Trash 2005. It's literally still radar indicated, man. Holy crap. We're seeing winds of potentially 150 miles per hour plus. This is crazy. Oh, there's our debris signature firing up down there in downtown Springfield. Y'all can see that area of debris there. Literally showing up on radar. This is an unmeteorological item in the sky right now. This could potentially be a trampoline. This could be tree limbs, even a whole tree sometimes. This could potentially be
a tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Wise, Texas.
This could potentially be, I don't know, house pieces, a lawnmower, maybe even a few cows out there in this, flying up in the air. Isn't anything that's not, could be a power line, anything that's not something meteorological like rain, hail, lightning, anything like that. This is 100% a tornado on the ground. This is on the ground right now, y'all. We can see this debris signature. This just hit a few houses. This tornado just hit some houses. On Elta Lane.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas.
Slowly approaching Joe Jones Lane. Abbey Ruth Court. Guys, there's a tornado on the ground right now. 100%. Tornado fully on the ground here. Take a look at our velocity signatures. Holy crap. We're potentially seeing 180 mile per hour plus winds. Oh my gosh. I actually just got the chills. This is winds upwards of 170 mile per hour, guys. Winds of 170 plus miles per hour. This is something that we don't see very often now. You can see that debris signature getting even stronger. It's just flattening houses right now, y'all. And look at our velocity scan, guys. That area of that very super tight, very strong wind couplet right there is lining up with our debris signature, which is not good. There's a tornado on the ground right now. This could potentially be 170 mile per hour winds. 170 plus mile per hour winds. And the National Weather Service hasn't even issued an observed tornado warning yet. That's concerning. Hold up, chat. I hope this lifts off the ground very fast, y'all. This is heading towards some very populated areas, like, golly. This is headed directly towards Fort Worth, Grand Prairie. Look at how close that is to Fort Worth and Grand Prairie right now. This is a large tornado on the ground right now, close to Springtown. And unfortunately, this isn't in urban areas. This is not rural areas. This is urban, okay? Still seeing some very strong winds, not as high as they were just a second ago. So we're not seeing potentially 170 mile per hour winds. However, we could potentially be seeing winds still upwards of 150 miles per hour. Winds of 150 miles per hour are possible out of the storm right now. There's potentially a very large tornado on the ground right now. There's still some debris signatures. Guys, this is concerning. There's definitely a tornado on the ground, especially right about here. Yeah. This tight couplet right here, if y'all can see that right there, where the greens meet the reds, take a look at our correlation coefficient. There's a debris ball. Not as sharp as a debris ball. There's still a debris signature showing up right now. So there's potentially a tornado on the ground right now. And unfortunately, this is going over its third neighborhood right now. This is going over the third neighborhood right now as it's on the ground. Still a few debris signatures being possible right now. It's one of these areas here. Not fully sure which one, but there's that possibility for a tornado to be on the ground in any of those areas. This is moving. It's most likely this one right about here. Go ahead and do that. You can't really see it very well. However, guys, there is a very, very, very strong tornado on the ground right now, moving just south of Springtown. Guys, I cannot stress this enough, y'all. There's a tornado still on the ground, most likely here. What did I just go to? It's right there. It's still got a debris signature on that storm there. The collector velocity that's in our area of a couplet there. There's a tornado on the ground right now. It's unfortunately, let's see here. It's fixing to go over its fifth neighborhood. Now, if y'all are not underground, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. Y'all might not be safe right now. You need to be underground for this right now. This is concerning. I mean, look at that. Look at that area of rotation right now. It does need to be PDS. I don't get one. It's still not confirmed, though. Take a look at our correlation coefficient. Holy, what the freak just happened to velocity? It literally just had a new scan and then it went away. Radar Omega's tweaking. Holy crap, is that a tornado? Holy crap, dude. I'm thinking that this is it, but this is potentially a separate area. If this is a separate area right here, that's another strong tornado on the ground, y'all. Especially this one right about here. That's a confirmed tornado on the ground. That's 100% on the ground right there. 100% a tornado on the ground, no doubt about it. Back over here, this could be a tornado on the ground. I'm not confirming that, but it's in between a sort of an area there. And there's stuff being lofted into the air right now from just winds alone, not even our tornado. Our tornado is back over here in this area. Unfortunately, what this is heading to is not good whatsoever. Y'all see what this is headed to right now? Look at what I have circled. Look at this, y'all. This is headed directly towards Fort Worth, Texas right now. Fort Worth, Texas, y'all are... I hope this does not hit y'all. If this does manage to continue to stay on the ground by the time it enters into Fort Worth, it's... Springtown's very populated, to be honest with y'all. And they didn't even issue a confirmed tornado warning. So, no doubt about it that by the time this enters into Fort Worth, it's going tornado emergency. Even anywhere around Fort Worth, something like this. I will move out of the way so that way y'all can see that. Any area like this, it could still go tornado emergency because of how close it is to Fort Worth. And cannot stress it enough. This is a tornado on the ground right now. It's got to be still on the ground. Hold up. Look at that area of rotation, y'all. Yeah, you can see that. Golly. You can see, holy crap, in downtown Sabathany, Texas. Holy crap. Very, very strong tornado on the ground right now. It's still not even a confirmed tornado warning. It's still not a confirmed tornado warning, y'all. This is still radar indicated. Look at this. You can see their velocity scan. Look at that. That's winds upwards of 170 miles per hour right there, possibly. 150 plus 100%. Sorry I'm not reading chat right now, y'all. This is something that I'm not going to read chat at right now, just because of what we're at right now. This is guys, if y'all are in downtown Sabathany, there's a large tornado on the ground right now. I cannot stress this enough. Winds upwards of 150 miles per hour. Tornado on the ground, potentially EF3. I don't like rating tornadoes early, just because of how it is. But this is potentially EF3 to EF4 damage right now, undergoing, in downtown Sabathany. And what makes this even worse, guys, look at how close this is to Fort Worth, Texas. If this enters into Fort Worth, right up there, y'all, if that manages to enter into Fort Worth right there, that is 100% going tornado emergency. Dude, I said that's why I said EF3 to EF4. If this is, it's not as strong as it was, but that's still a tornado on the ground. Look at that velocity scan. If it does, Fort Worth is chalked. Fort Worth is chalked. Right now. Holy crap! Look at this area of rotation right here, y'all. That is something very concerning, y'all. That is 100% a tornado on the ground right now. Headed south. Headed southeast, or headed southeast from Springtown, Texas. This is headed, as much as I hate to say this, and I don't like saying these words, this is headed straight towards Fort Worth, Texas. We're going to take a look at Freddie McKinney's stream. See what he's at. Probably. Freddie McKinney's in Fort Worth right now. If this tornado can manage... Holy crap. Dude. This is going over neighborhood and neighborhood, flattening homes right now. We're talking potentially EF4 strength. This is, no doubt about it, a tornado on the ground right now. Potentially EF4 strength right now. Take a look at our velocity scan. Holy crap, y'all. Look at that velocity scan right there. Strong tornado on the ground right now. And cannot stress it enough, y'all. These winds are upwards of 180, maybe 200 gate to gate. But no matter what, it's 180 mile per hour winds. No matter what, 180 plus. This is over, like, this is about a triple hurricane force winds. Somebody tag the... I'm going to tag the National Weather Service. Hold up. Hold up. I've got to tag the National Weather Service. Oh my gosh. Guys, dude.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas.
Okay, this tornado warning finally got observed, and it's now a PDS tornado warning, y'all. For, oh my gosh. If y'all are in Reno or Azle, take shelter now. If you are in Parker County in general, get in your safe place. There is a large and violent tornado on the ground, potentially reaching EF4 strength. EF4 strength tornado on the ground right now. This is crazy. This is a PDS tornado warning right now, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull up the. Alright, dude, this is. Guys, this is concerning. Look at that area of debris right there. Look at that debris signature lining up with our couplet. This is a large and violent tornado on the ground right now. Y'all, and as much as I hate to say this, I don't like saying these words. It just sounds terrible. This is headed straight towards Fort Worth, Texas, y'all. If y'all are in Fort Worth, Texas, y'all have a major tornado on the ground right now, PDS strength, which is a particularly dangerous situation that the that the National Weather Service only issues if it is a particularly dangerous situation. And this is one of those. This is potentially EF4 plus strength right now. I need y'all to be in your safe place right now if you are in Parker County, Texas. Some of the cities impacted by this: Reno, Azle, Shelter. Now, Sabathany. Even if you're in Sabathany, I know it's not close to you, but y'all are still. Or it's actually pretty close to y'all. I know it's not like right over y'all. Yes, it's PDS, Miles. W. Culver's chat. Alright. This is a... Oh my gosh. This just shifted east. This is a worst case scenario. Headed straight towards Fort Worth, Texas right now, y'all. If y'all are in Fort Worth, Texas, get in your safe place now. This might go tornado emergency, which is a level 4 out of 4 tornado warning. It's the highest you can possibly warn it. It's a particularly dangerous situation right now. A level 3 out of 4 tornado warning. This includes Parker and Tarrant County in Texas. Fort Worth, Texas.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Tarrant, Texas.
There is that PDS tornado warning announcement. You can still see somewhat of a debris ball right there. It's not as strong as it could be. Let's see here. Where did our area of velocity go? Or where did our couplet go? I believe it's an open field as we speak. Wait. There are a few houses here, but literally over here. Probably mainly just from winds. We've been live here for over 2.5 hours.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas.
To help get this out to more and more people. And share this to anybody you may know who is out in this area. If you are in a mobile home in Fort Worth, Texas, I cannot say it enough. You are in big risk of losing your life out there. If you are in any of this tornado warning here and you are in a mobile home. If y'all are in this, yeah, I need y'all in your safe place now. If this continues to stay on the ground by the time it reaches Fort Worth, this is going tornado emergency. And I don't know how else you want me to word it. It's 100% going tornado emergency by the time it reaches Fort Worth. Unfortunately. I know Fort Worth, just because of how popular it is, there's a lot of public shelters out there, storm shelters. Also based off that it's in Texas. I know there's a lot of leave the mobile home as fast as you can, and get to the closest community storm shelter, or even if your neighbors have a basement, just get in their house and go in their basement with them. You need to do something. It's a rain-wrapped wedge tornado right now, according to spotters, trained storm spotters. Downtown Fort Worth, Texas, you'll have an 80-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning, 2.75-inch baseball-sized hail, and a destructive damage threat, as well as a particularly dangerous situation with 2.5-inch sized tennis ball-sized hail. The damage threat is considerable, and this is a PDS, meaning particularly dangerous situation. The National Weather Service only issues this whenever they have high confidence in a very strong tornado-producing storm here. And this is a very, very large tornado on the ground. Man, this is concerning. To be 100% honest with y'all. This is just a very, very large tornado. It's a wedge tornado on the ground as we speak. I cannot stress it enough, y'all. There is a massive, massive wedge tornado on the ground as we speak, y'all. This is concerning. We might have storm chaser hurricane track out on the storm today. Let's see here. Yeah, hurricane track is out there chasing today. This is awesome. For these, it's great that we have an eye on the storm now, and yeah, it's a very terrible situation, but it's great that we have an eye on this storm.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas, Tarrant, Texas.
We have Storm Chaser Hurricane Track, who has just gone live. Huge shout out to them for working with us. You can find them on YouTube at Hurricane Track. Severe weather. This is concerning, y'all. They are right now in Fort Worth, and this is a particularly dangerous situation.
A tornado warning has been issued for Parker, Texas.
Enough. Very. Y'all are in Fort Worth, Texas. Eastern Fort Worth, Texas. I need y'all in y'all's safe place now. I don't care how you get there. Get there now. There is a large debris signature. It's a very widespread area, making me sort of think that it's either one big tornado or it's one decently big wedge tornado with multi-vortexes spinning around that. And I fully do believe that this is a very strong tornado. If y'all are around the Texas Health Harris Methodist Hospital in Azle, take shelter now. Castle Hill Estate, take shelter now. Lakeside, take shelter now. Lakeview, Eagle Mountain, Lake Crest Estates, take shelter now. There is a very large tornado on the ground. If you are in this tornado warning, be sure that y'all are in your safe place as we speak. Back here in Freddie McKinney's stream, he's sort of driving away from this, which is a pretty... Let me take a look at Hurricane Track's view here. They're trying to get gas in Fort Worth, Texas right now. Super, super large wedge tornado on the ground headed straight towards downtown Fort Worth, Texas. If y'all are in downtown Fort Worth, Texas, Holy crap. Look at that debris signature, y'all. This is a large and violent tornado on the ground headed straight towards downtown Fort Worth. Very, very large and violent tornado on the ground right now. If you are in Parker County, Texas, guys, even if you're in Fort Worth, I need y'all in y'all safe place now. Our storm chasers are saying that there's a large rain-wrapped wedge tornado on the ground as we speak. Guys, as much as I hate to say it, I will be right. Alrighty, I'm back, y'all. I really apologize about that. This rotation right here. Oh my gosh! Look at that debris signature, y'all. That is debris right there. That is debris. There is a massive, large, and violent tornado on the ground right now, headed towards Lake Worth before it will enter into Fort Worth, Texas. This has been potentially on the ground for the past 30-ish minutes. And this is concerning, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. Guys, this is a large and violent tornado on the ground. That's mainly some of our mainly debris fallout, but this is debris from secondary area of rotation, possibly right there. Dude, I know that's not Oaks Airport. Look at that. There's a area of rotation as well as that CC drop. Texas. Okay, it's practically gone. This right here is most likely just debris fallout, mainly some sort of contamination. This right here could be our main tornado, possibly. However, I think it's most likely one of these right here. I know, bro. I know. Trust me. I know. Watching closely. Back to Storm Chaser Hurricane Track here, who is at the gas station right now in Fort Worth, Texas, at the gas station. If you're in Fort Worth, Texas, if y'all in Fort Worth, Texas, guys, make sure you are in your safe place now. And I mean now. This is our main tornado right now. Stormtrack 575 saying it's over Azle, but I don't think either of these is a tornado. It's more likely some debris fallout, wind damage, possibly some hail contamination, mainly overall just contamination. Same thing goes for any of these areas down here. What makes me think that this is our main debris area is it's not really in our area of rotation. Last scan it was. Okay, see, there we go. We got a new scan. Right about here. Red is winds moving the other way, and these are moving in the opposite direction, indicating that possibility here. Look, because I would show you, that's debris moving this way. Or, not debris. This is winds moving this way. This is winds moving this way. Circle this area right about here. We can see a debris signature. That's what makes me think this is our main tornado right now, headed straight towards Fort Worth, Texas. Again, we've been live here for just over 2 hours and 45 minutes. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Also, make sure to share this stream with anyone you may know who's in this area, or anyone who you may know who needs weather awareness. You can share this to them. This right here is most likely hail contamination. If we take a look at reflectivity there, you can see that's in our hail core. So I think it's just contamination from our hail core, especially right here. As it enters into Lakeside. So Lakeside, y'all are getting ready to be pounded by some very large hail. We're talking potentially baseball size or larger. This right here has just moved through Castle Hill Estate. This could be our main tornado right now. And our main tornado right now. So, yeah. It's crazy. Welcome in, Cactus. If you're just not tuning in here, once again, because there's a lot of people tuning in right now, this is our main area of a tornado. This is our hail contamination right now. So this is from a large hail core. If we take a look at reflectivity, we're talking hail of up to potentially tennis ball size or even larger, up to baseball size. About to move into the town of Lakeside. So if you were in Lakeside, Texas, take shelter now. And what is super concerning here is our Fort Worth International Airport is in the direct path of this tornado. And if we push that a little bit further, if this continues to stay on the ground by the time it enters Fort Worth, this could potentially go tornado emergency, which is a level 4 out of 4 tornado warning. However, they have just canceled the tornado warning for some reason. That will catch up on our overlay pretty soon here. For some reason, they just canceled that tornado warning. If I were them, I'd completely reissue that really soon here. But Fort Worth, you might have just dodged a bullet, and it's great. Right here, moving down south. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. Moving down southeast there towards Fort Worth, Texas. And this is still not good, as this has had a history of producing about 3 or maybe even 4 tornadoes. This is still headed down towards Fort Worth. So even if you're in Fort Worth and y'all are still not under a tornado warning, potentially some debris. Alrighty. There is still there's no tornado on the ground, guys. There just was. However, this has had a history of producing tornadoes now, and is now heading directly down towards Fort Worth, Texas. And unfortunately, that is something that Fort Worth is a very populated area for those of you who don't know. And Dallas is just off this screen this way. Cactus, I basically am. All right. Chat's going crazy right now. Let's check our analytics on the stream so far. Yo! 6 subscribers from this live stream. That is... That's crazy. We got 14 likes right now. If you haven't already, be sure to like the stream to get us to 15 likes here before we end off. I'm going to have to end off stream here within the next 10 minutes, y'all. Got like 4. It's not bad. Still decently strong winds. Moving down towards Fort Worth. Not as strong as it was, but I don't know how many subs I get from streams or views. I don't know why. You have to remember. What? You're gonna do this next year. Do what next year? Oh, 15 likes. Thank y'all so much for 15 likes, y'all. I'm going to do a quick little US-wide breakdown and a breakdown for tomorrow as today's threat is starting to die off, and I'll break down why today's threat is starting to die off. Let me turn on categorical. Turn off storm chasers. These ones down here are still in their prime environment in southeastern Oklahoma. However, we have not had a tornado warning out of that system. I'm going to say for at least about... I don't even know. For about the past hour, we have not had a tornado warning in the strongest area, which I don't fully agree with anymore, to be honest with y'all. Our strongest tornadoes have been down here in this slight and enhanced risk. Check Lake Crest Estates. Hold up. Hopefully tomorrow does quiet down soon here. Or I'll break that down in tomorrow morning's video. I think they should cancel this moderate risk. I think it should probably just be an enhanced risk here. But these are moving out of their prime environment here, where they will loosen down into rain as they enter into Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, and into Illinois there. These down here they have a decently strong strength right now. Hey, I don't want beef in the chat. Cactus, it's all right. And John, it's also all right. Down here, this is moving southeast here, where it will move out of its possibility to produce strong tornadoes. These up here are still in their primed environment. However, I think today's sort of a little bit of a bust day for these. These ones down here are obviously moving out of their threat right now. Okay. Okay, I gotta check the Lake Crest Estates area.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hempstead AR, Howard AR.
They're there. sort of starting to weaken. I don't fully agree with. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'll admit to it. But I'm not wrong right now. So this down here, still here, are busting very hard. These right here, still going to be strong until they exit this area, and until they exit this boundary line right about here. They're going to be decently strong. Dang, Weathercraft getting mad. Just kidding. But yeah, this up here, we're not looking at anything crazy as it moves into Missouri. It's gonna be dying down here pretty soon. But yeah. Now everything is sort of starting to quiet. All right, bye, Weathercraft. Have a good rest of your night. Down here, pretty strong. Not as strong as they could be. These are strong for severe thunderstorm-wise, but not strong for tornado-producing-wise, just because of the way our cape, wind shear, and tornado ingredients in general are lining up. However, we are getting bolted with moisture here, just bombarded with moisture in our tornado ingredients down here, which they're going to be moving down south, and they're fixing to lose their strength as they exit this slight risk here. So, yeah, these ones down here, like I said, I can't stress it enough. They're not going to do anything, y'all. Thank you all so much for 16 likes on the stream, though. This one's not going to do. Well, excuse me. This one's not going to do very much. Yo, welcome in, Mr. Weird Weather. I'm assuming. Let's see. Hold up. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Thanks for being a new viewer. Thanks for tuning in. We're fixing to end off stream here, though. I do apologize. We're going to take a quick look at our chasers, though. We do have Storm Chaser Hurricane Track out here in White Settlement, Texas. Yeah, nothing too concerning is looking like out there. This is close to that Fort Worth area. We'll pull up Storm Chaser Cannon Calton real quick before we end off here. We'll just go Chaser Dashboard. Oh, Cannon Calton ended off stream. So we don't have Storm Chaser Cannon Calton anymore. Well, guys, that is pretty much going to be a wrap to today's live stream. I hope. Okay, of course, there's a new tornado warning in Missouri. I am not staying live for it. I do apologize, but I'm not staying live for it. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next live stream. Y'all can go. Why are people arguing? I don't know, dude. Y'all can go tune into Storm Chaser 575 stream. I will put his link in the chat.
A tornado warning has been issued for Hempstead AR, Howard
AR. See
AR.
y'all in the next one. Have a good rest of your night, guys.